Alright guys, we're back. I want to go do this next Thieves Guild mission. And it's unfortunate that that second mission that I did there ended up being corrupted, so I couldn't use the footage. So, and then the fact that once you beat a mission, that's it. You can't, once you beat a quest, you can't go back and redo it. So, unfortunately, we didn't get that one on camera, even though it went pretty well. But it is what it is, you know. But we're going to get into this next one, Codex and Cartel. So I enjoyed doing those, the random encounters, and I was glad we got all three of those done. But now I want to focus more on this. And let's see. Oh, and we got these dailies too. I'm going to grab these while I'm here. Let's see what. Probably end up doing those off camera since they're going to be time consuming. Most of these missions have been about an hour to do. So I'm assuming that I'm probably not going to get these done on camera, but that's for the heist. I'll come back and do that. But for now, this is where I want to go.
Someone knows more about the Nowhere Key. We can make inquiries.
And announce to the world that we have it?
So, use the key to draw out Coldane. He's the real problem.
Listen, it's the librarian that's important. Oh, curse it all. Friend, a word. The gang leaders, my daughter included, refuse to see the obvious, and it's infuriating. Librarian Hennard was the foremost scholar of his day on Sage Fournet. Anyone chasing the Nowhere Vault as long as I have knows that. Oh, a couple of 100 years ago, give or take. But that single journal from the Mages Guild is only a fraction of Hennard's work. I think there's more to be found in his old home. Dress and keep.
Alright, so I believe that this journal that we got from the Mages Guild, that was one of the things I did in the last mission. We had to do, you know, go and collect 3 different items from 3 different areas for 3 different individuals, for that matter. That's kind of the short and the long of it. But so I guess they want us to go and investigate further into this person's home that we took that, where we, who had wrote the journal that we took from the Mages Guild Hall.
You've been in the ruins? But what about the hidden library beneath them? I've seen mention of it in ancient papers. If Hennard concealed anything about Sage Fournet, it would be there. No one listens to me. But if you bring the idea to Quinn...
Yeah, Quinn's gonna listen to us. We've been
We're arguing in
too vital.
Let's pause and take stock, partner. We have a key, but no idea where to find its lock. A codex we can't read. Enemies who want us out of the way. And a distinct shortage of real plans on what to do next. If you have a suggestion, partner, we'd all love to hear it.
You know, I really like this. This is a subtle detail, and I know I like to overanalyze, you know, the game a lot when I play it, but the fact that, like, I was standing next to her, but then when I went into the dialogue with her, it put me on the opposite side of the table. That's a cool little touch, because while you might argue that, oh, it's not 100%, realistic because it's not where I was, but I just like, it kind of gives like a, adds to the atmosphere and the ambience of the room that you're in, you know, to be standing across. So I think, you know, maybe a better way to articulate it is like it's more immersive to kind of have it like this, you know. I feel like I'm really standing here around the table with these people, you know, and it's probably more more along the lines of how you would be interacting with these people rather than like walking up and standing right next to somebody that, you know, it almost feels like you're out of place or out of turn, you know. But anyways, like I said, I know I like to overanalyze stuff, and, you know, probably more than I need to, you know.
A hidden library. It could contain more of Librarian Hennard's research into Sage Fournet. I'd like to know what else he recorded about the Nowhere Vault or the Codex Fournet. Of course, We'll have to overcome one major obstacle. Finding something that's been hidden in a ruined keep since who knows when won't be simple. I think I'll tag along. And Abrasia too, if she's willing. That leaves the question of the cartel prisoner at Lion Guard Redoubt.
Lion Guard Redoubt. Isn't that where you actually go to activate the the vampire hunt, random incursion or whatever you want to call it, random encounter?
Good. Edwayne and Celine can assist you there, but you should take the lead in questioning the cartel prisoner. This Cogwyn might be more willing to talk if he's approached by someone he doesn't know. Celine, Edwayne, Abrasia, what do you say?
All right.
A sound plan. Happy to do my part.
I generally try to avoid prisons, but I suppose I can make it.
All right. If you both agree, I do too.
And I can speak with some contacts of mine about nowhere keys while the rest of you are busy.
Oh, we gotta talk to her.
I know my father put the idea of Dresden Keep in your head. I've heard him mention Hennard's writings on the legend of Sage Fournette on more than one occasion. I rather wish I were going to the keep with you, my dear.
You don't look like the type to dig around in ancient ruins. That is true.
I don't? Thank you. But I do love a good puzzle.
Something tells me she's gonna want to tag along.
The secret library is exactly the sort of treasure hunting puzzle I delight in. Still, Edwayne will need me. Dealing with the Lion Guard will require deception. To help you? Certainly. We might not have much in common, but the Coldane Cartel threatens House Menant as well as Edwayne's Street Hawks. The very point of forming a guild is for thieves to combine forces and work together to solve shared problems.
Oh, now this dude wants to talk to me? Bro.
Very clever, friend. I'm not sure if that was your plan, Quen's plan, or Basil's plan, but you laid it out well. Having us work together on different tasks gives us less opportunity to snipe at each other. Plus, I'll get to demonstrate my skills. Of course. Oh, Abrasia's tough and Celine's smart, but I grew up on the streets of Daggerfall. I've been thieving since the day I was born. No one beats me to a prize.
No shame.
I'm not about to let the other gang leaders outdo me now.
No shame in his game.
I have some doubts. If Cogwyn's stupid, he won't know anything useful. If he's smart, he won't want to betray Gavin Coldane. And there's the question of how we get to him while he's in a Lion Guard cell. Hope you're up for a challenge.
Bro, that's what we do. Everyone wants to talk to me?
Finally. We might be wasting our time at Dress and Keep, but it's better than standing around talking until the sun goes down. At least this plan of yours means I'm not shackled to Edwayne or Celine. I do better on my own anyway. Have you seen the other gang leaders? They don't know what it's like to be hunted, hurt, alone. I learned from the hardest teacher of all, desperation. And I survived. I'll root around empty ruins all day long just to avoid this incessant arguing. People have been looking for the Nowhere Vault for ages. If Hennard knew anything, why didn't he go loot it? We find something, great. It's a feather in our caps. But I put my trust in a good steel blade, not dusty old books.
Alright, I think that's it. Everybody done?
We're
Okay.
not going to find something in Dress and keep standing around.
Alright, off to Dress and Keep we go. Okay, so I don't know what that mission is. Oh, it must be a daily. So we're off to Dress and Keep. It's Ilisan Tower. Isn't it one of these? Alright, let's see. I don't quite see it. There it is. I knew it was somewhere nearby. It's probably the closest way shrine.
Over here, outlaw. I've been hard at work while you dawdled on the road.
I certainly didn't dawdle. Did you find anything?
Just a lot of ruins and cultists so far. No sign of a hidden library sitting out in plain sight, so I figured I'd better wait for the two of you. Besides, I wanted witnesses for when I find whatever it is we're looking for here. Not much above ground survived intact, but most old keeps like this have cellars and dungeons. My guess is, if your hidden library exists, it's somewhere under our feet. We should look for a way down.
Nope, don't do dungeons. Too many spiders. Yeah, we would be capping if we said that. And then multiple ways to make someone talk. Let's grab a cultist and get them to show us the way. I've been there before. I know where this.
Really? Ugh, I'd rather not get soaked to the skin today, but sometimes life gives you things you don't want. Show us the way, outlaw. And just to be clear, I'm not jumping down a well unless you jump first.
And here we go. I like how they kind of repurpose these areas that we've been in before.
That was a lot farther than I expected.
What's going on in here?
This what we're looking for? Very. Alright. I'm looking.
Very here. Do you see me, partner?
Looking for clues, looking for clues. Okay.
Did you hear that? This gate just unlocked itself.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, illusionary books.
Can
Okay. Oh, we gotta figure this out. We'll do middle. First one. Wonder what happens if we get it wrong. Oh, we got it! First try. That's hilarious.
Door?
I wonder if it actually mattered or if you had to actually put those down in order.
Oh, this definitely looks promising.
If by promising you mean old and musty, sure, it's promising.
This is a new area, though, that they had to add. 6 Lorcan tiers in there? That's a lot.
Science knows this, you think? Keep the master
Oh, I know that. Recognize that voice. That's a Daedra.
A test. It must not
Hidden
become
library.
distracted. No.
We should look. Oh, there's someone here.
That's a Daedra. What's it doing here?
We gotta loot this stuff real quick. You never know if you're gonna get something good out of these new areas, you know.
What's wrong with it? After so long. No. No.
These bird feeders must be new, because I got the bird feeder, now I just got the bird feeder post. Zenithar's test? This is different. Zenithar rewards those who toil for a just cause, but it is better to stand idle for a year than to toil one day for a prize unfairly won. Huh.
Zyax, they are listening to you. Shut up. Shut up.
This dude sounds like he's got schizophrenia. Alright, anything over here to loot? I have a feeling these are all going to come in important for a puzzle.
Mustn't Dr. Strange mortals? No. But it has been such a long time since Zyax talked to them.
Yeah, that explains why he's acting the way he
Who
is.
are you? Why are you here? No, Zyax did not say that. He does not want to know. Zyax is bound to the service of the great mage Henard. No, he is not. He admits no such thing. The items preserved here are for the Mages Guild alone. Master Henard told Zyax so. What does the strange mortal want?
Yeah, actually I am a member in the good standing of the Mages Guild, so this will skip some legwork.
The strange mortal comes from the Mages Guild? Is it possible? Zyax has so much to show you. Master Henard preserved his writings and relics for you. But enemies attacked the keep, and Zyax had to shut the door to wait for you. 3 puzzles wait in this chamber. The strange mortal must solve them.
I knew there was a
Master
puzzle coming
Henard
up.
wants to be sure that only a worthy mage gained these treasures. Zyax cannot solve the puzzles for you. Oh, the greatest of all treasures. Knowledge. It is protected by magical locks in the chest, the statue, and the table. Zyax cannot open the locks for you, but he can offer hints and show you the Master's journal. Here. The statue hears nothing you say, but it observes everything you do.
Huh. I think that's a statue of Sage Fournette.
Tim?
I have an idea if you need help.
Choose potions and mix them in the goblet. Something will be revealed when you drink. But he'd say
No, I didn't realize that. Well, let's do blue.
Choose potions and mix them in the goblet. Something will be revealed when you drink. But he'd Sage Fournette's words.
No, we didn't get it right. So let's see. What did we do? We did the middle one, left, and then right. So let's do right. Left. Middle. Nope. Left. Middle. No, left, right, middle. Nope. Okay. Oops. Come on, man. Nope. Huh. Might actually have to read something here to figure it out. Nope. Okay. What color is that? So let's do red. And then it would be... So first thank our ancestors for the gift that throws far our veins. So I'm thinking red for blood. Thanks Jeffrey. Thank next Jeffrey for the blessing of the weird, which would be green. And then the light would be blue like the sky. So, but I swear I did this already. There's green for the weird, and then it would be blue for the sky. I don't think it didn't work though. Oh, it did. There we go. That was it.
Your eyes are glowing. What do you see?
That book apparently.
Of all the treasure in Sage Warnet's vault, that's got to be the gold.
So yeah, that's the key to that one. Thank first our ancestor for the gift that flows through the veins, so it'd be red for blood, and then Jeffrey for the blessing of his weird, which would be green, since, you know, the weirds like the trees and stuff like that, you know. And then Magnus for the light of Antheris, so the light, you know, blue for the sky. So yeah, that's kind of how I came to that conclusion. Now we gotta solve this one. I believe, right? Guess I gotta do this one next.
Master Hinar despised his thieves.
Protected by some
And anyone
devious
so
lock, no
skilled
doubt.
at lockpicking must be a thief.
Oh, we gotta unlock this.
How does this test know if we toil for a just cause? Or what's there?
Happened. You picked that lock. I saw it. There must
Ah, yeah, there's a trick to it. So let's see. Can we figure this out? Zenithar rewards those who toil for just a cause. For a just cause, but it is better to stand idle for a year than to toil one day for a prize unfairly won. Let's try something. Someone's using that. Nobody's using that, bro. There we go. I just want to see something. Nope.
opened, but you failed.
Oh, I got it.
That was it.
No, I got it.
Failed to pass the test.
Yep, you needed to fail to pass the test. I knew that.
We need to
We'll have to
decipher
figure
the
this
Codex
out now.
Warnet. Well done, partner.
I just had a feeling because it said, you know, it's better to stand idle for a year. So I was thinking, like, instead of trying to sit there and mess with the buttons, you just gotta try to get it at the end or fail, let it just run out. So I had a feeling it was something along the lines of that. Alright, so now we got one left. Now I couldn't figure out with DeBella's test here, where's the actual thing to do it though? You guys see the test, but what's the actual, what am I actually doing? I see the instructions. But I don't see what I'm supposed to do beyond that right here. Huh. I wonder if is this mission bugged or something? Damn, we were doing pretty good without looking it up or knowing nothing about how to do these puzzles. Oh, I hear a chest. Oh, a heavy sack. I don't understand.
Keen eyes.
What is... Solve statue puzzle. Well, where's the... Where's the actual challenge? Huh. Well, this really sucks. I don't understand. Is there another dialogue? Get out of the way, Zenithar. Is there a way to... Sometimes you gotta look at like a different thing to get a different prompt. No, there's the test, and then there's... I don't see anything to activate the statue.
Never liked statues. I feel like they're judging me. This one in particular seems like he's waiting for something.
I was wondering, okay.
The plaque hints at appreciating the artist. That gives me an idea. Well, the plaque mentions song and dance on the same line as appreciate the artist. So maybe we're supposed to perform.
Oh, I was just thinking that. Okay.
I'm just guessing, but it seems right to me. Go ahead, outlaw. Dance.
Oh, I did have to talk to her, but it doesn't tell you that.
Wonderful. I didn't think you'd really do it.
I'm dancing, but it's not doing nothing, huh? I just was messing with emotes. I don't think I have. So it said what? She said...
I prefer puzzles I can stab. Go ahead. Take a look around.
I don't know how much I'll be able to contribute here. So let me see. What's this say? Again? To appreciate things of beauty is to honor Debella. Protect works of art when you can. And if the work that gladdens your heart is but a song or dance, then appreciate the artist instead. This one's got me stumped. But I do have... let's just try to pop another emote here for dance. Oops, I didn't mean to hit... Oh, that works. So let's see, where's dancing? Here we go. Dance drunk. Let's see if this works. Nope. Props, poses and fidgets, physical directions, entertainment. I don't see anything here that is along the lines of art. Huh. I don't know. This one's got me stumped at the moment.
Can be summoned with my nowhere keys. In my Codex, you will find the place and the right.
Oh well, the statue's moving now. So yeah, we were on the right track, but I was messing around with emotes again, and apparently clap worked, you know. But man, took a while, man. I was going through a damn near almost every emote. So yeah, that was interesting. All right, so that settles that. That took care of that. Man, that was painful and more time consuming than I thought. I got the dance out of that, but the clap, man, that.
Thieves are already here.
Oh,
Get them.
we ran out of food. Look at my food ran out. That's how long that took.
Cartel, you must have followed us. I like a good fight as much as the next outlaw when I start them. Let's talk.
Oh, am I supposed to be talking to her right there? I might need to go back in there. Yep.
The cartel, they must have followed us. I like a good fight as much as the next outlaw when I start them. Ugh, we led those Coldane thugs here. Or they came looking for the library and we opened the door for them. Either way, I feel stupid. I hate feeling stupid. Should have known the cartel. Me neither. And Quen's watching like a hawk because Captain Sansone's on her trail. So, they didn't follow us. That means the cartel came to Dress and Keep for the same reason we did. To find out what Henard knew about the Codex and the Vault. We've got Henard's lens, and you got the book about the Thieves' Moon, so the cartel won't get that. But if someone claps for that statue, it's going to tell them the Nowhere Vault isn't in our world, and they need a Nowhere key to open it. You'd better get to Lion Guard Redoubt and find out what their cartel prisoner knows about Coldane's plans. As I see it, Coldane can't get to the vault unless he takes what he needs from us. If we're not ready for him, too bad for us.
Go on, partner. Get to the Lion Guard Hall. A brave
All right.
will wait for you in the house.
All right, now we're heading to that Lion Guard redoubt. We are going to way shrine it there. As soon as I right here, here's Lion Guard redoubt. So we're gonna go right here.
Over here, friend. I've been waiting for you.
Free yourself, Tamid.
I hope the undead around here didn't give you any trouble. I've heard about events around Camlorn, but I had no idea it was this bad. I'm happy to say our work today is inside the fort, not outside. Ready to stroll into a Lion Guard camp?
Yeah, not a problem for me.
Celine's here. She went to look around. I assume she'll be back soon, but I'm not sure we should wait. We need to get in, talk to Cogwin, and pocket anything else that might help us against the cartel. Lion Guard are knights and soldiers, not city guards. Be careful if you've got a bounty on your head. Otherwise, you can go anywhere except the dungeon below the old tower. It's restricted. Naturally, that's where they're holding Cogwin. That's the question. I overheard some knights talking. Apparently, Captain Sansone has commandeered the place for his special investigation. I wasn't aware that Sansone was investigating both Quen and the cartel, so we learned something new. Not right now. He's off investigating, I guess. We need to get past the knights at the door to reach Cogwin. Distract them, maybe, or talk our way inside. We don't want to fight a camp full of soldiers. Take this Somnol powder if you need it.
Yep, so we're going using that powder again. And that reminds me, I had taken off this new mythic, the Prowler Talisman, to put on my Sea Serpent's Coil again. But now we're putting that back on.
I'm sure Edwin explained our challenge with getting into the camp's restricted tower. But the wonderful thing about soldiers is they expect everyone to be in uniform. If we dress the part, we should have no trouble. You'll need to do what I did. Steal one. Look for chests or trunks around the encampment. but try not to get caught. I am confident that if we are disguised as Lion Guard soldiers, we can avoid any nasty occurrence.
Plain dress up, Celine?
Well, let's see if I can even. I'm already Daggerfall Covenant, so I should be fine.
It's simply a matter of projecting confidence, dears.
Do I really need a Lion Guard uniform for this? I would imagine this is for people who aren't in the Lion Guard. We'll hit him with it from behind. I'll never see it coming. Bruh. I wonder if I needed the uniform for in here, maybe?
Hey, you're not supposed to be in here.
Oh,
This
shit.
tower is-
Oh, that's part of the actual, what you call it.
Couldn't let them raise an alarm. They'll wake up with a headache soon enough. So let's get moving. Lots of papers around here. Might be interesting. You should take a look.
I didn't realize that was part of the mission. I was like,
Did not stand a chance.
alright. Oh, well, that's another person. I was going to say, those blind angles are getting me. Alright, that's Ed Wayne.
Can't a fellow just rot away in peace?
That must be who we're looking for. You question him. I'll keep watch.
Yep, there he is.
You're no Lion Guard. What are you doing here? Did Coldane send you here to get me out? Ah, you're not one of Sansom's, are you? The Lion Guard doesn't know about any of that. All the captain wants is proof that Coldane's corrupt. Working with enemies of the crown. Whatever. Who are you, anyway?
I'm working with the Thieves in Daggerfall. I'm a friend. Help me and maybe I can help you. Colden sent me to silence you. But if you tell me what he's up to, maybe I'll spare you. No, we're just gonna...
You're one of those gutter snipes? Whatever you think you're going to do to me, Coldane or Bridget will do worse if I spill their secrets. You don't scare me like they do. Not even close. Iveri told him. He owed Coldane a lot of coins, so he promised him Sage Fournette's treasure vault. He had some kind of secret book to point the way, which I hear your friend stole. Bad idea. Coldane's furious about that.
So, I mean, what I don't understand, and it's a reoccurring theme in all of these missions, is if he's that furious and we saw somebody wants so bad, why have we not met him face to face? Like, wouldn't he come and face us face to face if he was really, like, that big of a Billy badass, you know? So, yeah, here we are sneaking around doing all this. You would think that if he was that furious and we got what he needs, you know, he would be trying to come to meet us head on.
How should I know? I've been in the cell for days. And even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. A few years in the King's jail are a lot less scary than what Coldane will do to me if I spill his secrets. Now get lost.
Alright, so we got something here. We definitely don't want to do that because then we got to do more legwork. So we got to pick between persuade or intimidate. We could say suit yourself or done, but then we got to go on more leg run. This is going to save us some mission work. Come on, if you were a Coldane, what would you do? I'm not going to do that. That's not good enough. Too bad for you. We're going to intimidate. He said he's not scared of us, but we're going to call his bluff.
Hey, let's calm down here. Listen, Coldane knows Basil Menant was after the Codex. He's already got someone watching that old burglar. If he was behind the Averia estate job, Coldane's going to teach him a lesson. That's all I know.
So Basil, which is one of the guys that we've been working with, Coldane knew that he was after the Codex as well. So he's actually, Basil's being spied on. They have somebody who's, you know, and we did not know that up until this point. So that's how they're understand, you know, figuring out our some of our movements or whatever. Okay.
Are we done here? It's time for us to be on our way. Nice work getting into this place. I decided to remain outside and keep watch. Perhaps misdirect anyone who looked like they might interrupt you, or at least warn you if I couldn't. Consider this your warning. There's a nosy Lion Guard lieutenant who started asking questions about strangers in camp and reports of pilfered uniforms. She'll work her way down here sooner or later. Did you learn anything important?
Yeah. Cogwine told me that the cartel might be looking for Basil. He's in danger.
What? That's terrible. We must warn my father at once. He planned to stop at a Menant hideout in a cave near Dellen's mill. I'm not sure we can reach him in time. Yet perhaps the Lion Guard could. The Lion Guard almost certainly has forces close to Dellen's mill, and they have magical means of sending word in emergencies. But we can't risk being delayed in long explanations here. What should we do?
Oh, we got a big choice here. Send her to the hideout, and then we'll go alert the Lion Guard, then head that way. Or better not involve the Lion Guard in thief business. Let's get to the hideout as fast as we can. Ooh, this is big decisions, man. This is going to alter... Oh, it's going to alter the trajectory of what we do. I can send her... Lion Guard almost certainly has forces close to Darlene's mill, and if they have magical means of sending word in emergencies. But we can't risk being delayed in long explanations here. Yeah, we could get delayed trying to explain everything, so we're just not going to involve the Lion Guard here, especially with Thieves Guild stuff. Hopefully we can go into the hideout directly. It will be enough time to save Basil.
Of course, you're right. But we must go at once. If the Coldane Cartel is hunting for my father, there isn't a moment to lose.
You know, and the more people you involve...
Look for a cave south of the mill. We'll see you there.
More people, generally the more people involved, the more, you know, delayed it's going to be. What does it want me to do here? Leave the Lion Guard redoubt. Oh, well, that's what I was doing anyways. Now we're going to the hideout. 2,000 meters. We're gonna way shrine it here. This looks like the closest one. No, we didn't make it. No, it wasn't quick enough. I don't think. Oh,
Hold on, Father. I'm here.
Kill.
wait, isn't this the Lion Guard?
Tell you. I don't think I have much time. And the Lion Guard's going to have questions for you. I found one, friend.
All right, I'm gonna pause this for 1 second, and I'm bringing you guys back. I just want to look and see online real quick. If we had chosen to inform the Lion Guard, would he have been saved, or did it not matter? Was it just for your own, you know, for your perception of how the story unfolds? But I wonder if that decision really made a difference. So I'll bring you guys back in 1 second while I look this up. All right, guys, I'm back. Yeah, so no, you can't save him. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He's not savable.
Another nowhere key. A noble from Camlorn had it. I was bringing it back to the Thieves' Den, but Coldane and his thugs ambushed me. They took the key. It's too late for that, friend. I saw Coldane retreat. Talk to the Lion Guard captain.
Okay, we'll leave you to
Dear
be with your daughter. Well, we got some loot here real quick.
John, looks like the lion.
He never did anything like this for me.
Oh, I want to see what he says here, though. Here he is.
Looks like the Lion Guard captain's got some questions. You'd better do the talking, friend.
Okay.
Sorry, Celine. I truly am.
What a mess. Now would someone tell me what this is all about?
Oh, and I thought we were about to go.
Captain, friend.
I thought we were really about to go after all that dude, but I guess not.
I've been scouring the countryside looking into the Coldane Cartel. Never expected to find werewolves. Or the hero who defeated Fauchu. I recognize him
Yep,
now,
remember me?
but working with thieves? And what's your connection to Lord Basil Menard?
Oh, I like that, bro. I like that because look, we dealt with him in the beginning when we defeated Fauchu, which was the werewolf that we used the fire to defeat him. I remember we had to fight him twice, and that was kind of his Achilles heel, was the flames. I remember that being one of the mechanics to beat him. But he's like, I recognize you now as basically the hero. You know, I was, that did all this right in Daggerfall, and he's like, but working with thieves, so like he's kind of stumped us to like, that's I like that, man. That's pretty dope dialogue. It's very subtle, but I think it's dope dialogue, in the sense of like drawing back to, you previously being here, and people kind of looking at you as being this, honorable, Daggerfall Covenant hero, and so it's the last thing you would think is that you'd be working with thieves,
I'm sorry about your friend. If only I'd gotten here sooner. It's been a bad few days for Lords. First Iveri murdered in his manor, and now Menant. How are you involved in all this? I won't ask how you know that, but I'm inclined to believe you. Still, I'm not stupid. I know perfectly well the Menants are not your typical aristocrats. And I saw Edwayne the Hawk here. You and your associates are criminals.
So you say, but my associates aren't. But my associates aren't werewolves. True. That's facts.
Is a fair point. You saw what we're up against. Coldane and his cartel are a threat to the realm. They've got a stranglehold on every merchant or guild in High Rock, and they'll kill anyone in their way. They're the problem, not you.
Yeah, it's funny. It was just What's the saying go? I'm trying to remember what the saying is. You know, um, um, the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that. You know, or whatever. Like when you know, if you're an enemy, but then there's a greater enemy, y'all become allies against the main enemy. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. I just can't remember exactly what the saying is or how to articulate it right now. But yeah, I like how they drew that kind of cliche or that trope into it, or whatever you want to call it.
Perhaps we can. The Lion Guard can handle Coldane and his thugs. Werewolves are not. But we lack information. Tell us where to hit the cartel, and you'll be helping yourselves and the realm. Now I'll leave you to your grief.
Okay. She's gonna be upset, man.
My father always said we play a dangerous game. He knew that his choices could lead to something like this. Return to the Thieves' Den. Abrasia and Quen need to be informed of what happened here. I do not blame you or myself. Perhaps we might have made different choices, but a confrontation with the cartel was inevitable. Gavin Coldane is the one responsible for my father's death. Now we must carry on. By making sure Coldane does not win. Finding the Nowhere Vault was my father's lifelong dream. He would want us to see it through. For him. Now go, my dear. I will find you in the den after I make arrangements for my father.
Damn, there's a lot of loot up in here.
What generous spirit left such treasure, I wonder? I sense shock and suspected mischief. This is a nice surprise.
Alright. Returning to the Thieves' Den. And that should pretty much wrap up this video because I'm pretty sure this is the end of this mission once we get back to the Thieves' Den. Alright, that was cool, man. I am enjoying this story. I really am enjoying it. And it's got, you know, and it's not all happy-go-lucky, you know. She unfortunately loses her father through all this, which... Ooh, that was a serious lag. Which is a common theme in this story, man. One thing with other scrolls, man, is like... It's not going to be all... You're going to lose characters along the way, man, and they're not afraid to kind of hit you with that, but... You know, they do a decent job of their storytelling, man, and really making you feel emotionally invested in these characters. And then when even he dies, even though you didn't know him very long, you still feel bad. You don't want to see her lose her father. And they do a good job of humanizing these thieves, too. Like, they're not just mindless thieves running around stealing, you know, just robbing from people. Like, these are people who have real emotions, too, in the game. And you know, you get to see the human side of them and not just their thievery, you know. So I think that's pretty cool too. It's good writing when you really look at it from that perspective, you know.
Coldane Cartel did. Poor Basil.
I warned you. Oh, hey, Outlaw. If you found anything, place it on the table.
I hope this was all worth it. Let's talk about what we've learned, partner.
Just want to read this note before I forget. Okay.
This is a dark day. Yet even though we lost Basil, his dream of finding the Nowhere Vault is closer than ever. We have the Codex Vault, and with Henard's lens, we can actually read it. I wish he were here to see this. It's rather dense, and even with the lens, it's slow going. There are definitely references to the Nowhere Vault, the Nowhere Keys, and the Thieves' Moon. I'm still trying to make sense of it all, but I want to know what you're thinking, partner. The same Captain Sansone who's hounded my steps throughout the era? I think we have enough troubles already without asking the Lion Guard to toss us in their dungeons. Besides, why would Sansone help us? I certainly am. Still, the enemy of my enemy might be my friend.
That's what I was just saying, y'all.
At least
That's...
our gang leaders have started to work together.
I knew that was it.
Great.
They actually said it here. That's
Hope for
crazy.
this new Thieves Guild yet.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's funny because that's what I was trying to reference and draw back to, but I couldn't quite remember because it's been a long time since I thought of that, you know, that saying. But that's cool that they incorporated that into here, you know. I did not see that coming. That's awesome.
We haven't found the Nowhere Vault yet, but we're closer to our goal thanks to you and Basil. He recalled the connection between Hennard and Dresden Keep. We have the lens because of him. Here, partner, your cut of today's tape.
So obviously, we already know that he's not going to die in vain, but if you were looking at it through the mindset of playing it now, like where we're at now, it'd be like we have to make sure that he doesn't die in vain, you know. But we know he's not going to, because obviously, you know, we do. As always, we're going to defeat the bad guy, you know. So Coldane's he's gonna fall to us at the end. We already know that. The question would be, how does he fall to us? Is it just a simple, we cut him down, or is there going to be, you know, some type of plot twist to it, or a cliffhanger of some type, you know, that we won't know, but we know that ultimately he's going to be defeated, you know. But anyways, that's the end of this video, guys. I'm pretty sure we're running out of time, so we'll call it here. The quest is done, and so yeah, we'll move on, and we'll see you guys in the next video to do the next quest. So I'll see you guys there.